The control room of NextGen Manufacturing's Detroit headquarters hummed with activity as I watched our network of smart factories operate in perfect synchronization. Through floor-to-ceiling displays, I could monitor every aspect of our 37 facilities across the country, each one a testament to the power of believing in American manufacturing's future. Ms. Victoria Morgan? My assistant James appeared at my side. The Department of Energy representatives are here for the grid integration announcement. And your family just arrived too. I smiled, remembering the Christmas dinner 3 years ago when they'd practically laughed me out of the house for buying my first abandoned factory. Throwing away your inheritance on some rusty old building? My brother Thomas had sneered, while our parents exchanged worried glances. This is why you never made partner at McKinsey. No business sense. Now, as CEO of the most advanced manufacturing network in North America, I was about to announce our latest achievement. Our facilities now generated more clean energy than they consumed, powering not just our operations but entire cities. Send them to the observation deck, I told James. And pull up our real-time production metrics. The elevator doors opened to reveal my family, Thomas in his investment banker suit, my parents trying to hide their awe at the scene before them. Behind them stood the government officials, already impressed by the scale of our operation. Welcome to NextGen Manufacturing, I said, gesturing to the panoramic view of our flagship facility, where we're redefining what's possible in American industry. 3 years ago, I'd spotted something everyone else missed. While companies rushed to outsource manufacturing overseas, they'd overlooked the potential of combining advanced automation with renewable energy to create a new kind of industrial revolution. The inspiration came during a consulting project in Germany, where I'd seen the early stages of Industry 4.0. But I envisioned something even more ambitious: completely autonomous factories that could adapt their production lines in real time while generating their own clean energy. Your network efficiency just hit 99.8%, James announced, pointing to the climbing numbers on the main display. Thomas's carefully maintained smirk faltered. The last time he'd mocked my factory obsession, we were still retrofitting our first facility. Let me show you something, I said, activating our holographic overview system. A three-dimensional map materialized, showing our network of factories connected by glowing lines of data and energy flow. Each facility is not just a manufacturing plant, I explained. It's a smart node in a larger ecosystem. We can shift production loads instantly based on demand, energy availability, and market conditions. But the operating costs. My father started. I pulled up our financial dashboard. Our automation and energy systems have reduced operating costs by 82% compared to traditional manufacturing. We're not just making things, we're revolutionizing how things are made. The main display showed live feeds from various facilities. Robots assembling electric vehicles, 3D printing aerospace components, producing advanced solar panels. All powered by our own renewable energy systems. This isn't just about automation, I continued. We're creating a new model of sustainable manufacturing. Every facility generates more energy than it uses, feeding excess power back to local communities. I led them through our control center, where AI systems coordinated thousands of robots and processes across the country. The space looked more like a tech company than a traditional factory office. Every decision is data-driven, I explained. Our AI predicts maintenance needs, optimizes production flows, and balances energy usage in real time. My phone buzzed, a message from our engineering team. New solar efficiency record, 31.2%. Production costs down another 15%. This was another advantage we had. While other manufacturers focused solely on cost-cutting, we were innovating at every level of the production process. 3 years ago, I said, turning to my family, you told everyone at Christmas dinner that I was throwing my life away. Remember what you said, Thomas? He shifted uncomfortably in his designer shoes. You said manufacturing was dead in America, that I was buying into a dying industry. Well, last quarter alone, our network produced $2.8 billion in goods. More importantly, we've created 12,000 new high-tech manufacturing jobs and generate enough clean energy to power 3 million homes. The government officials exchanged excited glances. They hadn't come just for a tour. They saw the future of American industry. Show them the training program, James suggested. I nodded, pulling up another display. Our Advanced Manufacturing Academy has trained over 5,000 workers in robotics, AI systems, and clean energy technology. We're not just creating jobs, we're creating the workforce of the future. And the environmental impact? A Department of Energy official asked. Our network has reduced industrial carbon emissions by 3.2 million tons annually, I replied. We're proving that manufacturing can be both profitable and sustainable. The observation deck's smart glass automatically tinted as the afternoon sun shifted, demonstrating our attention to energy efficiency. Even this detail was controlled by our AI systems. But the real innovation, I continued, is in our adaptive manufacturing capability. I switched to our production management interface, showing how our facilities could switch product lines within hours based on market demand. Traditional factories take weeks to retool. We can do it in real time. Thomas stared at the displays, finally seeing what I'd seen years ago. This wasn't just about reviving manufacturing. It was about reimagining it completely. The energy grid integration you came to discuss? I smiled. Let's talk about making it nationwide. James appeared with a tablet. The Texas facility just broke another production record. And the European Union wants to discuss implementing our model across their industrial bases. I nodded, remembering the days when we struggled to convince anyone that smart, sustainable manufacturing could work at scale. Still think I'm wasting money on old factories? I asked my brother. Before he could answer, his phone buzzed. It was his investment bank's research department, upgrading next-gen manufacturing stock to their highest by rating. You know what the real difference is between us? I said, looking at my family. You saw abandoned buildings. I saw opportunity. You focused on the past of manufacturing. I focused on its future. The control room's displays showed another milestone. Our network had just produced its millionth electric vehicle, all using domestically sourced materials and clean energy. And we were just getting started. 6 months after the Department of Energy announcement, I stood in our newest facility in Pittsburgh, watching as autonomous robots transformed raw materials into cutting-edge solar panels. The factory floor pulsed with the quiet efficiency of advanced automation, while the roof generated enough solar power to run 3 cities. Ms. Morgan, James's voice came through my earpiece. The White House Economic Advisory Team is ready for your presentation. And the latest numbers just came in. Our network now powers 23% of the U.S. industrial grid. I smiled, remembering my father's words when I'd sold my Manhattan condo to buy our first factory. Victoria, manufacturing is China's game now. You're throwing away everything you worked for. Now next-gen manufacturing was reshaping the global industrial landscape. My phone buzzed, a message from our Chief Innovation Officer. Breakthrough in our quantum computing integration. AI can now optimize production networks 400% faster. Energy efficiency up another 30%. This was the kind of innovation that kept us ahead. We weren't just making things. We were constantly reinventing how things were made. James, is everything ready for the global initiative announcement? Yes, ma'am. All international feeds standing by. The prototype microfactories are online in 12 developing nations. I walked through our innovation center, where engineers and scientists worked on the next generation of manufacturing technology. Today we were unveiling something that would democratize advanced manufacturing worldwide. Your brother's here, James added. He's in the investment presentation room. I found Thomas studying our financial projections with the intensity of someone who'd finally recognized a missed opportunity. 47% annual growth, he said as I entered. No manufacturing company has ever scaled this fast. That's because we're not just a manufacturing company, I replied. We're a technology company that happens to make things. I led him to our main presentation area, where we were about to reveal our biggest innovation yet. Want to see why those growth numbers are about to accelerate? The room transformed as our new system activated. Welcome to NextGen Global, I announced. The world's first democratized manufacturing network. Holographic displays showed our new microfactory system, compact, fully automated production facilities that could be deployed anywhere in the world. Each unit combined advanced manufacturing capabilities with built-in renewable energy systems. Imagine bringing advanced manufacturing capabilities to any community in the world, I explained. These units can produce everything from medical equipment to solar panels, all powered by renewable energy. Thomas watched as the displays showed microfactories being deployed in remote villages, urban centers, and developing regions. The market implications are revolutionary, I finished. We're not just reshaping manufacturing, we're democratizing industrial capacity itself. The main screen displayed our pilot program results. Rural communities producing their own medical supplies, small towns generating their own renewable energy equipment, local economies transformed by advanced manufacturing capabilities. But the real breakthrough, I continued, is in our distributed manufacturing model. Each microfactory can adapt its production based on local needs while contributing to our global network. James appeared with urgent news. The World Economic Forum just released their Future of Manufacturing report. We're cited as the model for sustainable industrial development. I nodded, remembering all the skeptics who said American manufacturing was dead. We hadn't just revived it, we'd reinvented it for the 21st century. The global broadcast began, reaching audiences worldwide. I took the stage, surrounded by real-time data from our manufacturing network. 3 years ago, I began. Someone told me that buying old factories was a fool's errand. That American manufacturing couldn't compete in the global economy. Today, I'm proud to announce that our network not only competes, it leads. We've created more manufacturing jobs in the past year than the entire industry did in the previous decade. The audience watched as live data showed our impact. Thousands of new high-tech jobs, millions of homes powered by clean energy, billions in economic value created. But NextGen Global is about more than just American manufacturing, I continued. It's about creating a new model of industrial development that works for everyone, everywhere. We demonstrated the microfactory system's capabilities, how it could be installed in days, operate autonomously, and provide both manufacturing capability and clean energy to local communities. This is personal for me, I shared. I built this company because I believed that manufacturing could be both sustainable and accessible, that we could create a system that benefits communities while protecting our planet. The presentation continued with announcement after announcement. Partnerships with developing nations to deploy microfactories. Integration with global supply chains. A worldwide initiative to bring advanced manufacturing capabilities to underserved regions. But our proudest achievement, I concluded, is proving that manufacturing can be a force for positive change. We're showing that industrial development doesn't have to come at the cost of environmental degradation or social inequality. After the presentation, I found my parents waiting in my office. We were wrong, my father said simply. What you've built here, it's more than just a company. It's a revolution, I agreed. But not the kind you feared. We're not replacing workers with robots. We're creating new kinds of jobs, new opportunities, new possibilities. My phone buzzed with another milestone alert. Our network had just prevented its millionth ton of carbon emissions while creating its 1,000th new high-tech job. That's what success looks like in the new economy, I said. Creating value while solving real problems. The next morning, I visited our training academy, where workers learned to operate and maintain our advanced systems. The scene would have been unimaginable 3 years ago. Former factory workers becoming robotics engineers, coding specialists, and renewable energy technicians. The beautiful thing about advanced manufacturing, I told a group of trainees, is that it creates opportunities at every level. The skills you're learning here aren't just for one job, they're for the future of work itself. My phone buzzed with another milestone alert. Our network had just prevented its millionth ton of carbon emissions while creating its 1,000th new high-tech job. That's what success looks like in the new economy, I said. Creating value while solving real problems. The next morning, I visited our training academy, where workers learned to operate and maintain our advanced systems. The scene would have been unimaginable 3 years ago. Former factory workers becoming robotics engineers, coding specialists, and renewable energy technicians. The beautiful thing about advanced manufacturing, I told a group of trainees, is that it creates opportunities at every level. The skills you're learning here aren't just for one job, they're for the future of work itself. My phone buzzed one last time, a message from our research division. New AI breakthrough. Systems can now design and optimize their own production processes. We may have just created true industrial autonomy. I smiled, thinking of all the people who said American manufacturing was dead. They hadn't seen anything yet. If you've ever been told your vision was outdated, ever faced skepticism for believing in the potential of traditional industries, or ever had to choose between innovation and convention, remember this. Sometimes the biggest opportunities lie in reimagining what others have abandoned. Subscribe if you want to hear more stories about transforming industries and challenging assumptions. Because every revolution starts with someone crazy enough to see possibility where others see only the past. Remember, the future belongs to those who can bridge the gap between what is and what could be. What will you reimagine today?